Join Pat and Vanna for Wheel of Fortune here on TV Vine.
Russell and Dave Brown, we're right along ringside. Whoa, what a group we got today, huh, Dave? Boy, I'll tell you, that's in keeping with the kind of program that we got lined up for today's championship wrestling.
Going to have the big guy out of Austin, Texas in here to begin with. Dirty Rhodes will be here in the opening match. Following that, the Dutchman from Oil Trough, Texas. We will have Dundee and Landell. They'll be together as a tag team today. The Fantastics will be here, too. Tommy Rogers and Bobby Fulton. And a little bit later on, we are going to have, in an expiration of time match, J.D. Costello and the Mod Squad.
First time that we've had them here, we've seen the advanced billing on them and heard what Costello had to say about him. We'll see Spike and Basher and J.D. Costello a little bit. Also, we got an interesting interview with Dutch Mantell. I think that'll reveal, if you can get close to this kind of a guy, a little bit about Dutch's personality in there. All of that and a bunch more. We better get going back with the opening bout with Dirty Rhodes in just a moment.
Central Appliance and TV Rentals grand opening, you can win TVs, stereos, trips, free rentals, 25,000 quality stamps. We'll give you 100 for paying on time, 100 just for asking. Tell them, Johnny.
Look, nobody can beat our prices. Are you renting or thinking about renting from someone else? We're the first in Memphis, we're still the lowest. We will save you money. You'll get it easy, you'll get it today, you'll get it for less. I personally guarantee it.
Central, we make living easy.
Can you guess which truck is priced lower than the top 5 compact pickups in America? Okay, so you needed a hint. Well, now you can get that low-price Isuzu for even less. Because Isuzu's offering 8.6% financing on all their 1986 pickups. And when Isuzu's are selling with 8.6% financing, you'd better be ready to move fast. Don't miss the 8.6 financing available now at your local Isuzu dealer.
You know, there's going to be good news rolling your way in this Sunday's newspaper. Good news about cash for each and every day of hospitalization, paid in addition to any other insurance you may have, and paid directly to you to spend as you wish. It's Physicians Mutual All-New Protection Plus Hospital Plan. This brochure tells the whole story. Read it. It just might be the most important reading you do all week.
We're here when you need us, Physicians Mutual.
At City Finance, we know that keeping up with your financial goals takes serious effort. Nowadays, the high cost of living can pressure your ability to meet the demands of a growing family. But you don't have to be trapped by financial problems. Call on City Finance, where personal service and financial counseling help you meet your money needs, usually within hours. In the game to get ahead, don't overlook the extra effort you get from City Finance, where people and money get together.
Hey, this is us. We're ready to go. Official announcement.
All right, it's going to be one fall, 15-minute time limit match. Introducing at 211 pounds from Mississippi, Benny Traylor. And going against him from Austin, Texas at 301 pounds, Dirty Rhodes. This match is going to be a one fall, 15-minute time limit match. And the referee for this match is Jeff Jarrett.
Okay, we're about ready to go. One fall, 15 minutes. Bell time. Here we go. Dirty Rhodes. Benny Traylor. Certainly the size advantage on Dirty's part, and that's true most of the time, Dave.
That's right. Almost a 100-pound weight advantage for Dirty Rhodes. Dirty Rhodes, little experience advantage, too. Benny Traylor, of course, primarily a tag team wrestler, as we have seen him here with his partner. Dirty Rhodes puts the body slam on Benny Traylor. Dirty drops down on him. I think he was going to sit down on him. He missed, but put him into the ropes. Benny Traylor. Not off to a very good start here. Dirty Rhodes. Wow, snaps him over and down. Traylor popped into the rope. Dirty Rhodes got him with the elbow right in the top of the head. Now he drops down. Here's a cover, might be it. Counts at 2 and 3. Well, it only took him a minute. Dirty Rhodes comes through with a size advantage and turns it into a victory as he dominates Benny Traylor here in the opening match. The time on it 1 minute even. And we are going to be back in just a moment with more of championship wrestling action.
Rain or shine, come enjoy the Mall of Memphis Custom Band Day show and sale now through Sunday. Explore the latest innovations in custom bands from your Metro Custom Band dealers. Learn everything you've always wanted to know about bands. No matter what the weather, Custom Band Days goes on. See the ultimate in custom bands from your Metro Custom Band dealers, Charlie Bradshaw, Foster Auto World, and Sully Band. Now through Sunday during Custom Band Day show and sale in the Mall of Memphis.
30%, 40%, 50%, and more. That's how much you'll save right now at CMC's the store.
Score big savings on products like this Pioneer AM/FM cassette car stereo. It's 30% off. Or this cable-ready VHS video recorder with wireless remote for just $269. Get a fully programmable TAC compact disc player for 50% off at CMC. And for less than half price, this 100-watt Sansui system with compact disc player. Plus lots more products at savings worth cheering about. Right now at all CMC stores.
Ever wonder why parents are that way? Could be all those burgers. They've been eating burgers for 30 or 40 years. Do you want to grow up to be that way? Then better get down to Taco Bell for something completely different. Nachos Bel Grande, crispy tortilla chips smothered with just about every ingredient they have. So try Nachos Bel Grande before burgers do this to you. Taco Bell, the cure for the common meal.
Drive your car, ride the bus, or walk over on your lunch hour this Monday for William R. Moore's massive liquidation sale. William R. Moore, a major wholesale distributor for over a century, forced to sell their entire inventory to the public. Save big on men's, women's, and children's clothing, bathroom items, dry goods, towels, sheets, blankets, and more. A never-before, never-again opportunity for great savings on nationally advertised quality brands. It all starts this Monday at 9 a.m. in the William R. Moore Building, 183 Monroe at 3rd.
Okay, we mentioned a little bit earlier, right at the beginning of the show. Of course, they didn't hear that. They wouldn't have heard us mention it at all. We got boy, have we got a great show on.
We do.
You know, and actually, while a lot of times all this bragging goes by the board when you see the action in there, I'm really interested in seeing the Mod Squad. They will be here for the first appearance, and I've heard a lot of things about them. So we'll be seeing J.D. Costello and the Mod Squad a little bit later on. Dutch Mantell. Complex kind of a guy in one way, and another way he's a very simple kind of a guy. He's very direct, very straight ahead. He doesn't like you. He lets you know that. He seldom is bubbly about anybody in particular. Interesting conversation he had with Eddie Marlin, and we've got it on tape. Let's take a listen to it.
Dutch, I just wanted to get with you this morning and talk to you. I've had phone calls after phone calls, thousands of letters. They want to know what had happened to Dutch Mantell and Bill Dundee. Of course, I've seen, and most of the fans have seen the fight that y'all had on TV. But y'all were such close buddies. Every time Bill Dundee would go to the ring, you would stand at the dressing room door. The minute he got in trouble, you hit the ring. Dundee watched your back. Everywhere you seen one, you seen the other. And something had to happen to bring that fight on. And we'd just like to get to the bare facts, and nobody but Dutch Mantell can really tell us exactly what happened.
Well, let me say this. You want to hear this story?
Yeah, sure.
It's a deep-rooted story, and it goes back years and years and years. Let me take.
Well, here, just take this, and
I want you to listen, Eddie, and I hope the fans can understand. I was here for a long, long time, and so was Bill Dundee, and I knew him here. And then, as you have to do in a wrestling profession, you have to move around. So, Bill Dundee, he went to Louisiana, and I went to Florida. And when I was in Florida, you know, then I had an opportunity to go down to Louisiana, and that's where Bill was. So when I went down there, it's only a natural occurrence that since I'd known him here, you know, we were big buddies there. He was glad to see me. I was glad to see him. And we began to sort of team up together and ride, make wrestling matches in different parts of the country together and fly and everything. And where you saw Bill, you saw me, because we were friends. And we'd ride up down the road, and I'd take my guitar, and I'd play it, and boy, me and Bill, we would sing and all this stuff. We had, to me, I thought we had a good thing going. And I would sit over there and chew my tobacco and tell jokes and just, you know, basically just have a good time. And we'd listen to country music on the way up there and on the way back and wherever, you know, and we'd get to hit to the airports. We'd go to the bar and get around and stuff. So the time the flight would leave. So finally, Bill, his contract was up down there. And he said, I want to go back home. So his contract was up, so Bill left, and after about a month, you know, I sort of like wanted to go back too. So it took me another couple of weeks. Bill got back here before I did. And took me a little longer because I had 3 or 4 weeks of obligations and commitments that I was obligated to that I had to make. So I did that, and I came back in here. And everything was just like it was when we was in Louisiana. You know, we would still make trips together and still play country music and still have a good time, you know. And it is true that when Bill got in trouble, I helped him out. Because when I'm friends with somebody, you know, I'll stay true to him. And then this blonde-headed guy named Buddy Landell showed up. Now, let me tell you one thing, Eddie. I don't know if you know this or not. Let me tell you people about Bill Dundee. Bill Dundee is like a chameleon. Is that the word? Yeah. You know, it's a little lizard-looking thing. When it gets on a green thing, it turns green. Or if it gets on something black, it'll turn black. It just blends in. Now, Bill Dundee has a characteristic about him that when he gets around somebody, he sort of tries to adopt their characteristics and their personality. When he was with me, he liked country music. And he chewed more tobacco. He was always bumming me for tobacco. I'd get in the car, and Bill would say, Dutch, did you bring the tobacco? And I said, yeah, Bill, I brought the tobacco, but it wasn't no big thing because he was a friend of mine. You know, I accepted him for what he was. And Buddy Landell got here, and all of a sudden I noticed this big, big change in Dundee. And all of a sudden he was assuming the characteristics of a nature boy, Buddy Landell. See, when me and Bill were together before Landell, we would go to places that had low ceilings, right, smoky, and we'd drink Jack Daniels, right? But when Landell got here, he wanted to go places with high ceilings and chandeliers where they drink wine and talk about the Zodiac and play backgammon in the back. See, I just don't fit in a place like that. And Landell, obviously, he's got into Dundee's ear, and, you know, I heard him say, you know, that I was a redneck and I was a hillbilly and that I cramped his style. And pretty soon Dundee was agreeing with him that I'd cramped Dundee's style. Now, to me, that just ain't right. I didn't cramp his style before. We pulled up to a restaurant one day, and he was going in, and Landell turned back to me, and he said, Dutch, why don't you stay in the car because you look like a bum. Well, to me, I didn't look like a bum in Louisiana. I looked the same. I looked down. You know, I like to wear jeans. Landell, he likes to wear $500 suits, which is fine with me. I don't care. Next thing I know, Dundee showing up in a tuxedo, and he's walking around. But let me tell you one thing. See, what happened is I didn't stop liking them. They stopped liking me, which is fine with me. Because I'm my own man. Lance Russell said it before that I'm a loner. Yeah, I am a loner. I like to do things my way. And if somebody else wants to do things their way, hey, that's fine. But don't knock me for the way I want to do things. You understand what I'm talking about? It's not hard to it's not hard to understand at all. But let me tell you one thing, people, about Dundee and Landell. I can whoop Bill Dundee, and I can whoop Buddy Landell. Together or head up, because I ain't backing down from nobody, and I ain't backing down from them. So if you want to know the reason, what happened, that's the reason. They stopped liking me. I didn't stop liking them. When they call me a redneck and hillbilly, hey, that's fine. But when you say something, Eddie, you got to be able to back it up. You got to have enough weight in that rear end to back up what you say.
That's right, Dutch. Well, Dutch, we appreciate you explaining it to us. I understand it, and I think the fans out there understand it. And by the way, you said you carried your guitar on the trips with you? Now, I like country music, and everybody out there knows I chew tobacco. And if you'll carry that guitar, I sure have. If you'll carry that guitar with you, you can ride up and down the road with me.
Would you listen to me?
Sure.
Okay. Let me play you? I got my guitar right here.
Sure, man.
You want to hear something?
I love it.
Hang on. By golly. We'll play this time. What you want to hear, Ed?
Anything you'll play me.
What you want to hear?
Just
See
something
this
country.
guitar? How much you think this guitar cost me?
I ain't no
I
telling.
can't tell you. It's a secret, baby. What you want to hear? What, little Wildwood Flower?
That's fact.
How's that, Ed?
That's fact.
Oh, yeah, I thought you'd be interested in that. And here he comes right now, Oil Trough, Texas. #1 citizen, the Dutchman. Okay, Davey.
One fall 15-minute time limit match from Mississippi at 212 pounds, introducing Jerry Garmon. And from Oil Trough, Texas at 229 pounds, there he is, the Dutchman, Dutch Mantell. One fall 15-minute time limit match. Referee is Jerry Calhoun.
Okay, bell time, and here we go. Jerry Garmon, good little athlete out of Mississippi, going against the very experienced and rugged Dutchman, who immediately takes him over, pops that arm bar on him, and Dutch doesn't handle you with kid gloves very much, Dave. He grabs a hold of you. He grabs a hold of you. Dutch standing side headlock. Pops that hip to him and takes him right over and down. Gets a 1 count. Garmon easily gets the right shoulder blade up.
Yeah, that's not a hold to be able to keep that right shoulder down. Dutch knows that. He's just working on him with that headlock. Wasn't really going for the pin at that point.
Staying right with him, center of the ring, hanging on to that side headlock. Back over in the ropes. The referee calls for a break, and the Dutchman draws the fist back. Holds up on it. Referee steps in between, and off and running we go again. Boy, Dutch will do it to you either way. I mean, he will get in there. He can wrestle. There is no two. We've said that a million times and made no bones about our admiration for his ability to wrestle. Now, the Dutch will get mean with you, too. And I mean, at the slightest provocation, drop of the hat or the bat of an eye, he'll do it to you. He just dropped a lower leg on Garmon, who was lucky to get out of that one. He hurt him when he dropped down on him, Dave.
Yeah, Garmon, I wasn't sure he was going to be able to kick out of that one, but he did at the 2 count. There's a 1 count. Again, Dutch with a headlock. Same situation as earlier. The not a real good way to hold the right shoulder down when you've got the headlock like that. We're about coming up on the 2-minute mark here. Minute 50 gone in this one. Garmon firing that right hand at Dutch. Whips him across the way.
Oh. Garmon had been a little intimidated. He made the rush on Dutch in the corner and wish he hadn't. He caught that foot right in the head. Slams him down. Covers him up. 2, 3. Got him.
Yeah, no getting up from that power slam. 2 minutes, 12 seconds the time on it as the Dutchman takes it.
Yeah, Garmon made his move on Dutch after being intimidated by him, but I'll tell you one thing for a living fact. He came in there too quick, and Dutch, boom,
him with a boot.
He rattled him with that boot, put him down, and power slammed him, and son of a gun, he got the 1, 2, 3. We still got a bunch of action to go. Dundee and Landell will be here. The Fantastics, J.D. Costello and the Mod Squad. All of that yet to come. Back in a moment.
Now, Memphis, the National Motor Spectacular, the Ground Rumble, the Roof Crumble, the Hot Rod Truck Mud Racing Winter National, tonight at 8 and tomorrow afternoon at 2 at Mid-South Coliseum. Modified, super modified, and unlimited top fuel mud racer, digging and scratching in a giant mud bog. The biggest names in mud racing are coming. Same night, the 4x4 tug of war, custom show trucks, and the mud bog dash for cash for the first time. Monster Mania, the War of the Giants, the All-American Orange Crush and King Crush coming to Mid-South Coliseum.
Rent to own, right on the phone. Network.
Dollar Days, now only at Network Rental. Rent any deluxe color television, just $1 first week's rent. Any heavy-duty washer or dryer, $1 first week's rent. Any component system, furniture groups, $1 first week's rent. Get the things you need now during Network's Dollar Days. Only at Network, only during Dollar Days. No credit requirement, no hefty cash deposit, no long-term obligations, service included. Network Rental, with only a call, we do it all. Call now.
This is News Update. After 10 years of keeping Memphis fit, the French Riviera Spa reduces membership costs by 50%. Here's more.
French Riviera Spa memberships are now offered at half price, and with any new membership or re-enrollment, free ice skating lessons at the Memphis Ice Arena. Bob Hunter, Summer Avenue.
Calls to Spa number 5 in Midtown total nearly 50 per day. The reason? Extremely low Founders membership prices. Jane Rodak, Midtown.
I'm Jim Jaggers. More French Riviera Spa News Update later.
When you come to Meineke Discount Mufflers, you don't have to worry about the price.
I'm not going to pay a lot for this muffler.
I'm not going to pay a lot for this muffler.
I'm not going to pay a lot for this muffler.
At Meineke, you won't pay a lot. We'll install the Everlast muffler you need in 30 minutes in most cases at a price you won't worry about from $18.93 installed.
I'm not going to pay a lot for this muffler.
You're not going to pay a lot at Meineke.
Okay, we are looking for the AWA Southern Heavyweight title holder, also the Mid-America title holder. And in the event you haven't been keeping up with your belts, we're talking about Bill Dundee, the Southern Heavyweight champion, and the Mid-America champion, Nature Boy, Buddy Landell.
Well, that was very touching. That was very touching. Eddie Marlin goes over to Dutch Mantell's pad and to make a little interview explaining why the Dutchman can't hang around with the Nature Boy and the Superstar. Well, it's quite easy, chump. See that? Says Mid-America. See this? Southern Heavyweight title. We got you one, Daddy. We got you the International. What happens? Along comes Rick Casey, beats your brains out, and you don't have a belt no more. Well, when you hang around with class, Daddy, you got to be class, and you're looking at the best there is. So when his belt went, and you told us, you said, it was you, Mr. Russell, last week you got out here, and you really showed us how much of a redneck Dutch Mantell was. So the Nature Boy said to me, Billy Boy, that man has got to go. So he went. And that's all there is to it. So then he hangs up with Billy Travis. Not taking nothing off you, Billy Travis. All the little girls scream at your little curls, and you're great, and will be great 10 years from now. But today you're a punk, and you're going to be treated like a punk Monday night, and we're going to beat your brains out, okay?
Well, Dutch Mantell and Billy Travis were not run off. They're coming back for more, Buddy Landell.
Well, just let me tell you something. You know, Lance Russell, Dutch Mantell comes out here and he tells his side of the story. Well, we got our side of the story, too.
All right, we're listening.
You see, the whole time that Bill Dundee was hanging around Dutch Mantell, he was only humoring himself, okay? He was laughing at you behind your back, Dutch, the whole time. All right? Lance Russell, I'm going to pat you on the back for stirring all this up, all right? But let me tell you something. One time, Dutch Mantell got me to go in one of them low-roofed, smoky bars, and they had to put me on a respirator because I almost got lung cancer, all right? That's what I'm talking about. Now, Dutch Mantell, you were nothing but an extra mouth to feed. We did nothing but carry you the whole time you were around us. And like Bill said, you're out here talking about you carried us. I've got my belt. He's got his belt. Where's yours at, huh?
Well, you get... One thing, Mr. Russell. You know, most people don't get a chance to do this because most people live their life like this. But when you live it the way the Nature Boy and the Superstar does, all we did, we slummed a little bit. We got out of Buddy's Lincoln and my Lincoln and got in Dutch's beat-up old LTD to see how the poor people live, and I don't like it. There's a guy I know got a poster, hangs up at his office, and on the poster there's a picture of a Rolls Royce and a guy with a bottle of wine, and right underneath that, the words say, poverty sucks, and you write it, Dutch, and that's what you are, man.
Well, there you hear the other side of the story. Buddy Landell and Bill Dundee. Going to be some interesting talking come Monday night when they get inside that ring, and they'll be doing a different kind of talking when Landell and Dundee get in there against Mantell and Billy Travis. Okay, Davey, let's take a look at out of town, okay?
All right, you got quite a bit of action coming up around the area. March 6th, that's Thursday night, Fulton, Mississippi, the junior college. Tickets are on sale right now. You will see those two that you just heard, Bill Dundee and Buddy Landell, the Superstar, living legend, and the Nature Boy. They'll be in Fulton, Mississippi Thursday night. Also, Mantell will be there, Dutch will be there, and the fantastic J.D. Costello will have the Mod Squad, all in Fulton, Mississippi, Thursday night. Friday night, the next night in Jackson, Tennessee. Now, the box office is going to be open Friday afternoon at 4 o'clock, so you can buy your tickets in advance. And be ready to be there that night for big, big championship wrestling action. The Mod Squad will be there, too. J.D. Costello, their manager. Rick Casey is on the card, and all the names you see, including the king of Jackson, Tennessee, Phil Hickerson. That's Friday night, March 7th in Jackson. Friday the 21st, Championship Wrestling will be in Boonville, Mississippi at Northeast Junior College. Tickets are available right now. All the top stars will be in Boonville that night. And on Sunday, March 23rd, Championship Wrestling will be coming back to Jonesboro, Arkansas. Don't forget now, this Thursday night, it'll be in Fulton, Mississippi. And this coming Friday night, March 7th, Championship Wrestling will be in Jackson, Tennessee. We are going to be back here. We will have Dundee and Landell coming in as a tag team. A little bit later on, the Fantastics and the Mod Squad today on Championship Wrestling. Back with all of that in just a moment.
Think you have enough life insurance? Why don't you ask your wife how she's going to pay the bills if you die?
Call for facts about Lifestream 100 insurance. If you're 20 to 60, you could get $100,000 in coverage. No physical to apply, just answer a few health questions. And it's only $15 a month to start if you're a man age 31.
How about that call? We made it.
Think you don't need life insurance? Why don't you ask your husband how he'll support the kids without your salary?
Call 1-800-332-8300 for facts about Lifestream 100. $100,000 of term life at our low group rates. Only $13 a month to start if you're a woman age 31. And no salesman will visit.
Why don't you call? I did.
Lifestream 100 from Colonial Penn.
Colonial Penn Insurance, because life isn't always what you expect.
Because of Fleming's amazing fast growth, we have suddenly found ourselves inventory rich but cash poor. This must be reversed. Starting at once, you'll see Fleming's entire selection of famous name furniture at the lowest prices Memphis may ever see. Shop all sales, from spring sales to factory liquidations. But for the buy of a lifetime, you must see what Fleming's has for you now. Not just bedrooms, but sofas, sleepers, waterbeds, dining room, bedding, and more. All must go at impossible pricing. No time for profits now. We need cash. All 4 Fleming stores open tonight till 9, waiting for you.
What kind of chew can take on Levi Garrett?
I tried a lot of tobacco. Granger Select is good and moist all the way through. A quality chew.
I've never had a fresher tobacco. It's a good leaf.
This is good stuff. I'm enjoying the daylights out of this.
I've chewed everything, and I especially like Granger Select because it's one good, clean chewing tobacco.
Try new Granger Select. Taste the quality. We think you'll say.
I'm going to make Granger Select my chew.
Okay, we're waiting now for all the troops to get in here, and here come a couple of them. And we got 4 of them into the ring. We're ready for our next tag team action, Dave.
It'll be one fall 15-minute time limit match. Introducing at a total weight of 419 pounds, both out of Memphis, Tennessee, David Johnson and Jim Jameson. Going against them at a total of 438 pounds. From Australia, the superstar, the living legend, Bill Dundee, his partner from Los Angeles, California, the nature boy, Buddy Landell. Landell wearing the Mid-America belt, Dundee wearing the Southern title. This match, one fall, 15-minute time limit. Jeff Jarrett is the referee.
I don't want to say anything about Landell's robe as to the quality of it, but I noticed it's shedding. I see some of the fur coming off on the ground down there. Dundee slipping off his outer suit, and we'll be ready to go as Jeff Jarrett says, come on, Billy, let's get this thing underway. And, I see. When you're the champion, you don't have to hurry for anybody. All right, David Johnson starting out against the superstar. But let's take time.
Dundee has just called time out here.
Sure.
Yeah, referee's saying, come on. We don't have time out here. Let's go. Oh, Dundee. Going after young David Johnson. Johnson with a chop. Dundee just open hand slapped him across the face.
Obviously, outclassed Jameson and Johnson. Just will tell it like it is. Dundee and Landell, both single title holders. Oh, boy, that elbow crucified David Johnson. He's still hanging in there, trying to battle his way back.
Boy, both of them are vicious here today, Landell and Dundee. Landell must have taken a cue from Dundee, and when he stepped through there, he has just been pounding first Johnson and now Jim Jameson. Oh, Jameson literally knocked halfway across the ring by Dundee. Body slam. Dundee didn't just body slam him, he threw him down.
He did, right in the middle. And now he's going over, slapping David Johnson. Jameson trying to battle his way back, but Dundee leaned back. Slick move and nailed him with the bottom of his foot right in the face. He is back on top of him, and there's the tag on the nature boy. Landell.
Whoa. What a chop he put on him. Both of them just unrestrained here today. They are just going all out, working over Jim Jameson and David Johnson. We're about 2 minutes into the action. And it's been all Landell and Dundee.
Boy, and you called it right. All Landell and Dundee. They have been pumping on Johnson and Jameson. Dundee holding him down right now. Slapped him a little across the face. Bang! Big right hand in the midsection, but Dundee right back at him, and he slams him into the ropes, and referee Jeff Jarrett says, come on, back it up, keep the fist open.
Dundee, double fist across the back of the neck. Jameson thrown out of the ring, down on the floor. Dundee out there after him. Oh, body slam right on the floor.
David Johnson coming down to try to help his partner out. The referee running Dundee back to the corner finally.
Coming up on 3 minutes in this match. 15 minutes is the overall time limit. David Johnson helping Jim Jameson back up on the ring apron.
Trying to get the referee to back Dundee up. He does not back up. He drops an elbow just as Jameson comes through.
And his knees buckle there. Dundee goes after Johnson over in the corner.
Boy, he nailed him, knocked him right off the ring. And Dundee right back on Jameson, tags Buddy Landell.
Landell drops down on Jameson.
Coming around to the 4-minute mark where, what, 3.5 minutes?
That was a count of 3, that's it. Yeah, we were at 3 minutes, 36 seconds, and that is it as Landell got the 3 count on him. Dundee and Landell celebrating a victory here. An overpowering victory, I might add, over Jim Jameson and David Johnson.
They were, no excuse in that. Buddy Landell, they beat the stew out of him. Now Landell and Dundee are showing what big men they are. Oh, Johnson thrown over the top rope. Hey, come on.
Landell is just attacking the referee.
That'll cost you. Jeff Jarrett refereeing this match, and Landell just slammed him. There goes Jameson out of the ring. Here comes Jerry Jarrett, Jeff's dad, and he nails Dundee. Nails Buddy Landell, and right back at Dundee. This is Jerry's son that was refereeing. Uh-oh, Landell got him from behind. And Dundee slams him with a right, puts him down on the deck. Come on, this thing's getting out of hand now. God, Dundee's going for his eyes, Dave. He's only got one good eye in there.
Come on.
kid up a year out of high school, and they jump on him in there because he's trying to stop them from doing the damage they were doing to Jameson and all.
Kid just doing his job here. And then his dad comes out to help him. They know Jerry's only got one good eye, and they go after it.
And start gouging in the eye. That's the sickest thing I ever saw. I'll tell you one thing. That is absolutely ridiculous. With guys, something's got to be done about guys. I've had enough people, and I know you have too, Dave, say, are you guys just going to let Dundee take over the entire program? And the answer to that is no. Something's going to be done about it, because I'll tell you one thing. I know Marlin's going to do something, Jerry will do, and I can guarantee you this is one place I'm not objective about the thing. It's ridiculous. It's bad enough when they come out here and do some of the things they do to like Jameson and Johnson. Sure, they're their opponents. You go in there, you beat them in that, but you don't start beating them around. And then you jump on a kid just out of high school like that. Then his dad comes out and tries to protect him naturally, and the next thing you know, they're in there digging at his eye, the only eye. He's got one bad eye, and they're digging at the only good eye he had. Something's got to be done about that.
You're absolutely right.
Sick.
Tell you what, we're going to be back. We've still got more matches to go here. We're going to be back with more in just a moment.
Ruby McGrew for new Arthritis Strength BC.
I'm a seamstress, but my arthritis can hurt so bad I can hardly thread a needle. When the pain starts to dawn, BC keeps you going on. New Arthritis Strength BC works fast for me. No, it won't be long until the pain is gone. BC keeps you going on. Just can't disappoint a customer. Arthritis Strength BC.
Right like regular BC. Are you still nursing a sick appliance? An over-the-hill washer? A dying dryer? Then call Remco and rent to own new GE or Whirlpool refrigerators, washers, dryers, even microwaves. Rent for just a month or own them in just 18 months, and you don't need credit. So don't wait for the inevitable. Call Remco. Get delivery of your new appliances in just 24 hours. At Remco, you get more, but you don't pay more.
For a good paint job at a reasonable cost, you don't have to look all over town. Just get in your car and drive over to Econo. You'll get a written estimate on bodywork if you need it, and a quality paint job at a low price. Econo guarantees their work for a full year. More people come to Econo than ever before. The work is good, the prices are reasonable, and the paint job, well, it makes everybody wish they'd taken their car to Econo.
Econo makes great things happen.
Ice-Capades coming to Memphis March 11th through the 16th at the Mid-South Coliseum. Opening night is Kroger and WMC TV 5 night, and all tickets are half price with discount coupon from Kroger. Don't miss this spectacular show. It's dazzling, it's exciting, and it sparkles with music and fun. So bring the whole family to see Ice-Capades March 11th through the 16th. And remember, pick up your coupon for half price tickets for Kroger and WMC TV 5 night at the Mid-South Coliseum March 11th. Opening night of Ice-Capades.
Okay, we still got a lot of show to go and a lot of things happening on there. They're checking Jerry's eye out right back there now. We've got Falk and Eric.
Yep.
Here they come.
There they are, Tommy Rogers, Bobby Fulton, the Fantastic.
Past that line of beautiful girls over there. That, by the way, for all of the Championship Wrestling fans, as the guest of Championship Wrestling is the championship cheerleading squad in the girls division. They were the national champs, won it in Florida a couple of weeks or so ago from Bartlett High School in Memphis, Tennessee, and they are the guest of Championship Wrestling up here today. Tommy Rogers, Bobby Fulton, they're favorites of all of them.
They're wearing the Southern their tag team titles around their waist. This is a non-title match. One fall, 15-minute time limit. Introducing at a total of 432 pounds. From Memphis, Tennessee, Keith Eric. And from St. Louis, Missouri, Tony Falk. Going against him at a total of 449 pounds. From the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California, Bobby Fulton, Tommy Rogers, the Fantastic.
Don't start the match.
Oh, all right, Jerry, hold on. Hold it, referee.
Jerry, you better get back there. I don't think you're ready to be out here yet.
Vance, I don't know what I'm going to do. Oh, God. Listen.
We can talk about it later, Jerry. You don't need to do it right now. I mean, hey, you did whatever you could.
Listen.
Savage guys come out here and start going after the eyes. That's the important thing. Let's worry about that now. Jeff is okay. He's going to be all right. Let's go. Okay.
All right. Yeah, let's go on with the match, okay? All right. All right, referee Jerry Calhoun up there. We're going to go on. All right, bell sounds, and here we go. The Fantastic going against Tony Falk and Keith Eric. That's Bobby Fulton in there. Hold on. Hey, hold it just a minute, referee. Hold it. Can we stop just for a minute? Eddie Marlin.
I want to tell you something. Jarrett's been in my family for a long time. He's a leader. He knows what to do in any circumstances. This is the first time that I've ever seen him in this situation. They tried to put out his one good eye. When he got his eye put out, he didn't cry about it. He did tell very few people, but I knew about it. They beat up my grandson. They put him out. Jerry don't know what to do, but I know what to do. He's the leader, and when he's around, I'll say, what do you want to do, Jerry? And he'll tell me. But he's not here to tell me now, and I know what to do. It's one man that I know of that I can put in there with Dutch Mantell, and they can take care of those two guys. And that one man is Jerry Lawler. I don't care about the contract, Bill Dundee. You can sue me. You can sue the company. You can put us out of business. But Jerry Lawler, I'm going to go get him on the phone right now. And if I can get Jerry Lawler to come here, he will be against Dundee and Landell. Now, I'm going to call him on the phone, and if I can get him, he will be here.
All right. Contract or no contract, Eddie's going to try to get him. We'll bring you up to date on that. All right, the match is underway again. Restarting here, and the Fantastic going after him. Keith Eric takes the double drop kick as the Fantastic put him down. Tony Falk has just rolled out of the ring. Tommy Rogers going against Keith Eric. Boy, what an announcement by Eddie Marlin, and I don't blame him. Boy, I tell you, that after all that's going on here, not just today, but in recent weeks, but especially here today, boy, who can blame him for wanting to get somebody in here can get it all stopped and straightened out?
I tell you, absolutely, Dave. It just has gotten to the point with Dundee and Landell, and Dundee's the ringleader of the thing, where something has got to be done. I hate not to be calling the match the way we should. The Fantastics are taking care of business in there, but it is very difficult when you see a friend of 20 years like Jarrett is of mine to come out here and be in a position where he feels like he can't defend his son because he's going against two knuckleheads up there that do that. And the lowlifes don't have any more class than to go for a man's only good eye. He's already lost the sight out of one eye and start to do that. They beat up on a kid like that. Tommy got, well, you can see what's happening. Go ahead, Dave.
All right. Yeah, I agree with you 100%. It's ridiculous. Bobby Fulton drops down on Tony Falk. Tony Falk looking toward the corner. He's a long way out of that corner, though. Shouldered up by Bobby Fulton. Down to the mat goes Tony Falk. Tony Falk with a very long losing string on championship wrestling. I wouldn't favor him to break that string today either, going against Bobby and Tommy.
No, you're right there.
A little hair pulling by Falk. Well, he's breaking enough rules, he can win some matches. Falk using the fist right now. Reversal by Bobby Fulton. Nice move. Fantastic. Really looking good, as always. Boy, these guys are in terrific shape. When they show up at the arena, they are ready to wrestle. They were kind enough, and referee, too, to hold the match briefly here while we talk to Eddie Marlin. Fantastics themselves showing some class in that. Tony Falk being worked on by Tommy Rogers. Rogers puts him into the rope. Dumps him over the back, and Tony Falk hit hard. Tommy bars the right arm of Tony Falk. 3 minutes gone in this one. Bobby Fulton taking over. Tony Falk. Whoa. I think he hit him with a thumb and jabbed his thumb into his throat. Bobby Fulton comes out after him. I don't know what he did, but I think he shouldn't have done it. Falk makes the tag. Keith Eric being hammered by Bobby Fulton. Eric backs into the corner. Tag made, and Tommy Rogers leaps over the rope. Presses Eric down to the mat. This could be it. Counts at 2 and 3. 4 minutes, 3 seconds of action. And there's a high five from Tommy Rogers. Bobby Fulton as they get the victory here over the team of Keith Eric and a still winless Tony Falk.
Well, they had him beat, but you didn't see him trying to take advantage or anything. All they were in there was to do the business they had to do, not like some people that we've seen on this program today. Let's take time out. We'll be back with more action coming up. J.D. Costello and the Mod Squad in just a few minutes.
What makes Best Country WMC 79 a great radio station? It's America's music, presented by personalities like Chuck and Aunt Eloise that put the fun back into listening. Information you need from an award-winning news department. Instant color radar weather and Airwatch 79. It's Memphis State Tiger football and basketball and Coach Dana Kirk's sports reports. It's winning, putting prizes and cash into the hands of Mid-Southerners just like you. Best Country, WMC 79.
No more burgers. Turpin, come on in here. We'll get something else for lunch.
I don't believe you.
If you're fed up with burgers, drop into Taco Bell for a taco salad. Fresh vegetables, seasoned ground beef, and real cheddar. You may never have another burger as long as you live.
You know what? We'll go to Taco Bell.
Okay, I'll meet you out front. Come on, I'm hungry.
Taco Bell, the cure for the common meal.
Memphis Furniture Company invited you to own the South's most impressive bedroom furniture and enjoy unimaginable savings. Some of you were unable to make it. Now Memphis Furniture extends its savings to you. Their entire stock of bedroom furniture reduced 55 to 65%. Choose from traditional, modern, French, Mediterranean, and save 55 to 65%. All bedroom furniture is Memphis Furniture, where craftsmanship and quality are a standard. Memphis Furniture Company on Brooks, a mile and a half west of Elvis Presley. Rain or shine, come enjoy the Mall of Memphis Custom Van Day show and sale now through Sunday. Explore the latest innovations in custom vans from your Metro Custom Van dealers. Learn everything you've always wanted to know about vans. No matter what the weather, Custom Van Days goes on. See the ultimate in custom vans from your Metro Custom Van dealers, Charlie Bradshaw, Foster Auto World, and Sully Van. Now through Sunday during Custom Van Day show and sale in the Mall of Memphis.
Hookado, let's take a look at the action coming up Monday night, Mid-South Coliseum. Full card of action coming in there. The general admission price is still just $3 down at the Coliseum. You can get your tickets in advance or get them right down there when we come. By golly, I'll tell you one thing. You'll want to be there for the opening match. It is going to be Frank Morrell going against the big assassin in the opening bout. Thunderbolt Hamilton against Tony Falk in the second match. Dirty Rhodes and Pat Rhodes will be back at each other. We saw them 1 week ago in a whale of a match, and this is kind of a rematch with Rhodes and Rose, and that'll be an interesting one. International title on the line. Rick Casey, classy champion, will be defending against the very large Abdul Gaddafi, who will be challenging for that international title. And then you will see a Southern Tag title, and boy, it didn't take promoter Eddie Marlin long to put them together. A lot of conversation from J.D. Costello about his mod squad's going to take over the Southern Tag belts and beat the Fantastics and so forth. They'll get their chance coming up Monday night when the AWA titles are on the line, and Bobby Fulton and Tommy Rogers will be defending against J.D. Costello's mod squad. And then we'll have the main event. This one, I certainly hope, I got to just tell you, I hope it's changed. It's on the screen as Bill Dundee and Buddy Landell against Dutch Mantell and Billy Travis. And I think any of you who have listened to us over the past months will know that there is absolutely no intention of saying that Billy Travis isn't a fine wrestler. You know the kind of admiration we have for this Rookie of the Year for the international wrestling fans. They voted Billy that. He is an outstanding wrestler and a tough son of a gun. But the truth of the matter, you know it and I know it, is that it takes somebody with the experience that Jerry Lawler's got and the kind of experience that he has in being in tough, wild situations to get in there. I'd love to see that changed. It is going to be, I'm sure, if Eddie can get a hold of it. He's already said, I don't care about the contract of the loser leave town, so let him sue. I'm going to see if I can get a hold of Lawler and have him back in here with Dutch Mantell against Bill Dundee and Buddy Landell. Be a whale of a night of action. Mid-South Coliseum. In any event, want you to be right down there with us. Ticket price is $3 for general admission. Bell time is 8 o'clock, and we will be looking for you to be there. Okay, coming over to talk to us, and Dutch, thank you very much for coming out here in a miserable situation.
I want to say one thing, you know. What I just saw here, and it's no big secret that I fell out with Landell and Dundee, and I'm glad I did, baby, because they're making my life miserable, but I know how to correct things, so I got out. I bailed out first. But I'm going to tell you one thing. What they just did here, and I'll tell you, it takes a lot of guts to beat up an 18 or 19-year-old kid.
Deal.
A year out of high school, it takes a lot of guts, Dundee and Landell, to go out and knock him out. But to go ahead, and you know, Jarrett has only one good eye, and you were going for the other one, gentlemen. We saw you right here on the tube, baby. The tube don't lie. You was going for his other eye. Now, I could not. I've done a lot of bad things in my time, but I've never tried to purposely take out somebody's eye, baby, because I know what it's like. Now, I'm going to say, I'm watching my back, baby, because I got that door geared, Jack. If they come in, I'm going to knock them in the next week. Now, I heard Eddie Marlin out here, and he took it upon himself to see if he could get Jerry Lawler back here. And I hope to God he does, because if anybody can help me out, it's Jerry Lawler. But see, what Dundee and Landell don't know about Jerry Lawler is he is a friend of the family, and he watched that kid, Jeff Jarrett. He watched him since he was yay-high to a jackrabbit grow up, and he's like family. And if he thinks he's going to let this go by unanswered, it's not going to happen. Now, I tell you, Landell and Dundee, don't get so glory happy in the back and all gloated up, baby, because you went ahead and knocked Jeff Jarrett out, but I checked him in the back, and he's going to be all right.
Eddie. I got Jerry Lawler on the phone, and can we get him hooked up in here? Because he wants to talk to us. He's on the phone.
You got a hold of him?
Right now?
Yeah, if you can get him in here.
Bob, is there any way to get the phone? Can we get the phone back? I don't know, Eddie, but we'll try right now. You got Lawler on the phone right now? Okay. We're going to, I hope you'll bear with us just a second, but I think it's important enough for us to take the time out to see if we can get all this hooked up. Eddie, I don't know whether we'll need to get the operator to switch this in here or not. Whatever we need to do, let's try to do it, because I think it's huh? Will it come out any further, Bob, or is that...
Get the mic over there. He wants to talk to the people.
Yeah, okay. See if we can get this rig out here.
Hold on, people. We're going to get him on his phone in just a minute.
Okay, let's see. Hey, Jerry, can you hear us? Huh? No, this is Lance. Eddie's out here with me, Jerry.
Okay, Lance, yeah, I can hear you fine.
Okay, good.
All right, listen, you know, I just talked with Eddie just a moment ago, and I'm sitting at home watching this whole thing take place, and you know, I mean, this has just gone way past what anything should ever be like this allowed to happen.
Amen.
Ridiculous. I think everybody knows, it's no secret to anybody, that I hate Bill Dundee's stinking guts, and everybody knows that I have hated being away from town. I hated having to lose the loser leave town and not being able to wrestle there in my home area. But what has taken place today, Lance, even goes far beyond that. You know, the fact that I hate Dundee and the fact that I hate not being able to wrestle in my own hometown, that goes without saying. But what I've just watched take place here today, Dutch has already talked about it, you know, to see my friend Jerry Jarrett, and a lot of people don't realize what kind of friends we are. You know, Jerry and I have been friends, and we go back a long, long way through thick and thin. When Jerry was struggling, you know, trying to start his own wrestling promotion, I stuck with him then and helped struggle along while this thing wasn't successful, and helped make it successful, and give the wrestling fans in this area what I think is the best promotion anywhere in the country. And there have been a lot of wrestlers, and Lance, you know them as well as anybody, that have come through here and have gone on to what they thought were maybe bigger and better things, and have not shown any loyalty or any friendship, and have not stuck by. But I have always stuck with Jerry Jarrett, and I've stuck with the fans in this area because I love them, and I love him, and the people here know that, you know, he stuck by me all the way through, too. And I am going to be here. After losing this loser leave town match, it's true, I've had to get on an airplane every week, and I've had to fly all the way across the country, all the way across the ocean to different parts of the world to wrestle. And believe me, Lance, I hate it. I'd rather be right here at home with the people that I know and love and the fans that I've wrestled for all of these years and that I want to continue wrestling for. And now I have an opportunity to come back here and do it. And Eddie Marlin has called me and asked me to come back, and I told Eddie before, sure, Bill Dundee will probably sue because there was a signed and sealed contract. That's all he can do is sue. And I think that Jerry and Eddie Marlin have enough money to keep Bill Dundee tied up in court from now until doomsday if they have to. But what we can do is take care of some business in the ring right away. So I will. I'm already booked to wrestle in other parts of the country this week. I'm going to cancel whatever bookings I have. And Dundee and Landell, I want you to know, boys, the king is coming back to town, and I will be there. And
Jerry, just a second.
Jerry, this is Dutch. Can you hear me?
I hear you, Dutch.
Okay, look, I know you saw what happened. I'm disgusted with it, but I know we go back a long way, brother. But we got one thing in common. We don't like Dundee, and I don't know if you like Landell or not, but let me tell you, he's a low-life, egg-sucking dog, baby. So if you'll be my partner, I guarantee you, I had Billy Travis as a partner, but, you know, a lot of, he's a good rusher, but he's just not there yet, Jerry. So if you'll be my partner, I guarantee the fans sitting at home that we're going to take care of business, and we're going to take care of it the only way we know how, and that's to kick their butts all over that ring, Jack.
Well, I think that pretty well tells how Dutch feels about it, and I know how you feel about it, knowing how close you are to Jerry.
Well, Lance, I just want to say this. You know, I thought I felt as bad as I've ever felt in my life when I lost a loser leave town match.
Yeah, I know that.
Just a few minutes ago, when I had to sit here on television and watch Jerry Jarrett come out there, and knowing the kind of pride that's inside that guy, and to see him standing there and cry in front of hundreds of thousands of people here on television, because I know his feelings. I know what he's thinking. He's thinking, here's a, you know, he's feeling like he's not even a man who's able to help out his own son when he needs him. And I know what kind of emotion had to be going on inside him, and I felt it too. And I want to say this to Dutch. I fought hard against you, Dutch, and I fought hard with you, and you've done the same thing with and against me. And all I want you to do is promise me that Monday night, not only Monday night, but any chance we get a hold of these jerks, Dundee and Landell, that you will fight just as hard as with me as you have against me in the past. And I promise you, and I promise the fans, and I'm promising Jerry and Jeff Jarrett that we will take care of Dundee and Landell, and they're going to know what it's like to have somebody trying to put them out once and for all. We'll do it, Dutch.
Okay, I give you my word, baby. We're going to stay together. We're going to teach these guys a lesson.
I'm telling everybody, the king is back, and they're going to know it.
Okay, Jerry, we got to get it on here. Thank you very much for all of it. I'm glad Ed got in touch with you. We'll see you this week, my boy. Okay, thank you, Bob.
It ain't going to do him good. Like you said, the king is back and the Dutchman's with him, and when we get together, things are going to happen. Thanks, Ed.
Go get him, Dutch. Ed, thank you very much.
Mantell and Jerry Lawler.
It's long overdue, I can tell you, and I know you feel the same way I do. Forgive us for all of the behind-the-scenes stuff here, but we felt it was important. David, let's ring the bell, and we'll see if we can get it on here.
All right.
Hey, everything else happened. We just will walk over here on camera.
That's right. We've got the ring waiting here. Our first look coming up. Our first look in live action here of J.D. Costello. There he is, and the Mod Squad. Now, they've been in here with some conversation the last 3 or 4 weeks. Here they are, ready to go today in a tag team match on Championship Wrestling. Here come their opponents. And let's go ahead with the official introductions. It's an expiration of time match. The total weight, 467 pounds. Introducing from Tampa, Florida, Thunderbolt Hamilton. And from Memphis, Tennessee, David Haskins. Going against him at 491 pounds from the Badlands of New Orleans, J.D. Costello and Spike and Basher, the Mod Squad. Expiration of time match. Jerry Calhoun, the referee.
Okay. We got the press book, I think that's what it is. I don't know whether it's, what's that say on it? Oh, it's the rule book that J.D. has. It says Mod Squad rule book. I would expect it to be empty. Yeah, David.
Either empty or it certainly, I bet, has a different version of the rules than the standard ones, for sure. Spike and Basher, the Mod Squad. Thunderbolt Hamilton, good drop kick. Puts both of them down, both Spike and Basher. Feeling the feet. Thunderbolt Hamilton has run one of them out of the ring and the other one back to the corner.
Okay, Basher in the ring now as Spike got zipped out of there in his first appearance. And Thunderbolt is a good test for him because, boy, here's a guy that's got a whale of a background. And he is some kind of heavy-duty wrestler. David Haskins takes over. Basher fires him across the ring. Misses. Big flying press by David. A good move, and they don't have the respect, I think, that J.D. Costello would like for him to have.
Whoa. From outside, the knee of Spike. David Haskins caught it right in the back as he was thrown into the rope. That's Spike with the body slam. He drops down. Used the fist. Yeah, he hit him right with a fist. J.D. Costello says we're looking at the next Southern Tag Team Champions. I know a couple of guys that are holding the belts right now that are going to have a different idea about that.
Might have just a little bit to say about that.
Yes, indeed. Talking about the Fantastics, of course. Haskins' head slammed into the turnbuckle. Spike and Basher, the Mod Squad. This is Basher in there now. Haskins catches a knee to the midsection. J.D. Costello flamboyant at ringside with his version of the rules tucked under his arm. There's a slam. Costello asking for the crowd support here, and yeah, you hear the reception that gets as he wants applause for the Mod Squad. Spike and Basher making the tag. This is Spike coming in here now.
Haskins up in the air and a backbreaker as Spike drops him down. Both of these guys, looking at them for the first time, they are very stocky. The guys, they don't have any 6'6" frame, but they are really stocky.
Got David Haskins up in the air. Now, one holding him up, the other climbing the ropes, and a flying clothesline that just knocked him back down to the mat. Count is at 1, 2. That's it. That's it for the first fall. It's an expiration of time match, remember, but Spike and Basher, the Mod Squad, J.D. Costello, their manager, and there's J.D. declaring the victory in the ring. Hands raised. You see him over on the left there. So the debut of the Mod Squad is a successful one in the opening fall here as they get a win in 3 minutes, 7 seconds of action.
Yeah, that is the opening fall of this expiration of time match, and that's not all of it by a long shot. You saw that Thunderbolt Hamilton and David Haskins got off to a fast start, and we now are going to get an opportunity to talk with for the first time here. We've had the interviews that have been sent in, heard about all the stories about how great the Mod Squad. Here is J.D. Costello.
And it's your pleasure. First of all, I've got good news and bad news for you today. The bad news is when we arrived on Mother's Learjet from New Orleans, there was no red carpet waiting for us. There was no mayor there with the key to the city. There was nothing there for us. I'd phoned along for a limousine. When the limousine driver got us to the studio today, Dirty got out and spit in my face. Well, Spike and Basher took care of him. I guess he's still in the trash can out back. But shut up over there. No, no. But the good news is that we're here. And the other good news is that we are going to be fighting the Fantastics from coast to coast. That's them.
Okay. Well, what do you got there?
The Fantastics. We're going to give them, we've been making offers to them to leave the area, to give the belts to us. We're going to make one last offer for them to leave. My mother owns a very large travel service in New Orleans, and what we're going to do is offer Tommy Rogers and Bobby Fulton 2 first-class, one-way trips to anywhere in the entire world. London, Paris, Rome, wherever they want to go, we'll send them there. And once they get there, my mother, my dear mother, will be there, and she will present each one with a check for $50,000 in cash. Now, all they have to do, there are certain conditions to this, Lance. All they have to do is turn the belts over to us today, leave the area, and promise not to come back. Now, if they don't do that, they're going to have to get in the squared circle with us, and we're destined to be the most fantastic wrestling team in professional wrestling history. It's going to be over for the Fantastics.
Well, they'll have an answer for that, and I have an idea what it's going to be.
I've got an answer for you, and, you know, after taking a close look at you, I realized the reason birth control was invented.
Marvelous. We'll take time out. We still got action to go. Be back and see the Mod Squad if they can hold it up in the second fall in just a moment.
This free catalog is raising the curtain on Troy-Bilt's newest rototiller power composter that costs less than half the price of our larger tillers. Introducing the Troy-Bilt Junior, the affordable, compact 3.5 horsepower tiller with all the quality features of our famous Troy-Bilt line. Rear-mounted tines, adjustable tilling depth, front-mounted engine for perfect balance and easy one-hand operation. Like our larger models, the all-purpose Junior tills, hills, furrows, cultivates, and composts, producing perfect soil for your most bountiful harvest ever. And Junior's low price means you needn't postpone the joy of gardening the Troy-Bilt way another day. Call for your free catalog now and discover the Troy-Bilt tradition. For free information about Troy-Bilt's affordable new Junior model, write or call 1-800-453-9500. The call is free. There's no obligation whatsoever. Call 1-800-453-9500. That's 1-800-453-9500.
Richard Petty talks about his all-time driving headaches.
Rockingham, 65. Now, that was a goodie. Bristol, 74. That was another goodie. Daytona, 82. That was definitely a goodie. I've won over 200 races, but I've had over 700 headaches. So just take it from me. Goodies gets rid of the pain fast, and that's what counts.
Goodies headache powders and extra strength tablets.
You already know that Champion TV and Appliance Rentals is the South's largest and most professional in rent-to-own. But did you know that right now at Champion, you can rent a video recorder for just $12 per week, a 19-inch color TV for just $12 per week, a complete stereo system for just $12 per week, $12 per week every week. Rent-to-own the Champion way for less than $2 per day.
Champion makes it easy to own. Champion.
Okay, I want to remind you again, 8 o'clock Monday night, and if you missed it earlier, well, I can't make up for everything that you missed. I can only tell you that Jerry Lawler will be returning with Dutch Mantell in a bout against Dundee and Landell. Right here, a couple of my very favorites, Bobby Fulton, Tommy Rogers, Southern tag champions, the Fantastics. I assume you heard all of that garbage that Costello was laying. I'm not in the mood today to hear stuff like Costello.
Well, you know, Mr. Russell, I want to say one thing. There's a lot of gorgeous girls in this studio today, brother.
Is that true?
I'm telling you, you know, it excites the Fantastics, but another thing that excites us and gets us wanting to get down on that mat, brother, is a geek guy-looking J.D. Costello comes out there and says, well, my mod squad's going to do this. Your mod squad, brother, ain't going to come in here. You know, all the greats have been here. The Fabulous Ones, the Sheep Herders, the Midnight Express, all of them have been through here, but we're still standing, brother. Let me tell you something, mod squad, J.D. Costello. We told these people a long time ago, brother, that we're here to stay and not to play, and that's exactly what we're going to do when we get in that ring with you, Mod Squad. Come on and try to take these belts.
Tommy, it sounded like they're a little afraid they can't beat you, so he's trying to buy the belts by making that offer.
That's right. You know, let me tell you something, J.D. Costello. We don't want your mother's money. We don't want your travel tickets. If we wanted to go somewhere, we'd use our own money to go somewhere, but we're not going nowhere because we love all these great people out here, and we love this great place. But let me tell you something, J.D. Costello. You remind me of the kid down the street. Bobby and I was talking backstage when he was out here, and you remind us of the whip down the street. Always instigate the fight, but always have somebody else do your fight. Well, let me tell you something. You stick your nose in the Fantastics business, brother, you might as well put them tights on because we're going to drag you right in the ring and take care of you like we're going to take care of the Mod Squad. You know, Mr. Russell, I want to say one more thing. J.D. Costello, this is a word from the Fantastics to you, brother. You can take those tickets, and you can take that money, and you can shove them, brother.
Okay, we got action coming up here in the ring. Fantastic, pretty well making it clear what their feeling about the entire thing is. We are ready to climb back in and see what Costello and his Mod Squad can do in the second fall. As the first fall, they won over Larry Hamilton and David Haskins. Although, as we were trying to say a minute ago, Thunderbolt started out very fast against him. Sure did.
Thunderbolt looking very good early in the match. Then the Mod Squad kind of took control of things and got David Haskins. David, of course, the man in the ring with the least experience. Thunderbolt Hamilton has a bit more than Haskins. So the Mod Squad went for what they felt was their best advantage in getting Haskins in there and keeping him in, and they ended up getting the pin and the first fall victory. Still waiting for the return of Thunderbolt Hamilton and David Haskins as they are one fall down. They're not out of it by any stretch of the imagination. There's time left. And if they can put together a win in this fall, they're back even again. And then, well, depending on how long the fall goes, if there was time for a third, they still got a shot at the victory here. Mod Squad, of course, all they have to do is avoid losing a second fall. And maybe if they could stretch it out to the time limit, then they would take home a victory. However, just from listening to J.D. Costello and looking at these guys, I doubt they're going to be playing that. I imagine they are going to be going after them, trying to take home 2 straight here. It's Spike starting for the team of the Mod Squad. J.D. Costello is... J.D. says he's not a mama's boy. He did mention that he arrived in Mama's Learjet, and he did offer $50,000 of Mom's money from Mom's travel agency. But again, he assures us he is not a mama's boy. J.D. Costello, the Mod Squad's manager at ringside, in the ring. That is Spike of the Mod Squad with David Haskins. He's got a face lock on Haskins. There's J.D. Costello right there, the Mod Squad's flamboyant manager. And there's David Haskins, Spike of the Mod Squad, with that face lock on him. Mod Squad makes the tag. This is Basher. He's the one who is slightly larger of the two. Both Mod Squad team members about the same size. Basher wrapping Haskins' arm around the rope and then letting him have it with a forearm across the chest. Haskins coming back with a right hand against Spike. Spike nailed him, knocked him down to the mat. Thunderbolt Hamilton leading into the ring for the tag. He went after him in the corner. The referee trying to send him back. I think the referee got hit in the mouth in that exchange somehow over there in the corner. Basher of the Mod Squad. hammering David Haskins. Haskins battling him, struggling to get to the corner, and he just couldn't quite get there. He was about 2 feet away from the tag on Thunderbolt. Thunderbolt Hamilton waiting over in the corner. J.D. Costello reading the rule book to David Haskins, and I'm sure he's saying, look at this is the Mod Squad rule book, and there are no words printed in it. There are no rules as far as the Mod Squad's concerned. There's the body slam on Haskins. Whoa, he moves out of the way, and Spike knuckles against Matt, and that's it. Here's Thunderbolt after the tag. Thunderbolt Hamilton. Thunderbolt. Matched it with quite a clothesline here as he was coming off the rope. Thunderbolt drops down. He's got him on the mat. Sits down on him. Now he goes for the cover. Counts at 1. 1 count is all he gets. Thunderbolt really looking good there. Thought maybe he had a chance to get that 3 count and even this one up. He's got another cover. Counts at 1, but again.
He was just 2 counts away from evening that son of a gun up, David.
Longest 2 counts in the world.
Oh, boy, isn't that the truth?
Spike of the Mod Squad. Oh, now he slams Thunderbolt into the knee of Basher over in the corner. And now J.D. Costello is smiling again over here. He was a little worried for a minute. Thunderbolt had his guys going, but now Basher sits down with a big upper leg. There's a cover. Counts 1. Thunderbolt kicks out at the count of 1. 3.5 minutes gone. Second fall of action. Expiration of time match. The championship wrestling debut of the Mod Squad. Thunderbolt Hamilton makes the tag. David Haskins comes in. Right hand flying. Good drop kick. Back into the rope goes Spike. That's Basher in there now. Oh, he held onto the rope. Wow. Mistake by Haskins. Haskins really was setting up for a great drop kick. But he hung onto the ropes there, the Mod Squad did. And Haskins now finds himself in trouble. This is a team that'll capitalize on your mistakes. J.D. is proclaiming him as the next Southern Tag Team Champion. There's a count of 2, 3, that's it. 4 minutes, 27 seconds, and it's 2 straight for J.D. Costello and the Mod Squad. I tell you what, they found themselves in a battle in there, though, against Thunderbolt Hamilton and David Haskins. But in the end, it's the Mod Squad with their hands raised in victory for fall number 2.
Well, it's been interesting after hearing all of the conversation. I will give Costello this. He doesn't have a couple of stiffs. He's got a couple of guys that are doggone tough, and they look like they can wrestle pretty well, so they ended up winning 2 straight falls over Haskins and Thunderbolt Hamilton. It was a situation where we were not sure that they could do anything at all. That's it. I have no intention of coming over there. As a matter of fact, you guys can just get out of here because I'm not doing an interview with you. Forget it. Forget it. Just, I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll end up taking... No, I'm not doing any interview.
Well, we don't really care. We'll do it ourselves, and you don't have to stay either. Now, you all sit over there and shut up. Lance Russell, you showed a biased opinion. All I ever asked you to do was hold this microphone. Now you're letting your damn feelings come into it, and you started it last week. Now I'm going to tell you something, Russell. When Jerry Lawler beat me to lose and leave town, nobody tore up no contract. Nobody asked me to come back. My blood, my sweat, my tears were in this ring. I have built this damn company 10 years of my life. You're not the only one. That damn Jerry Lawler ain't the only one. Now Dutch Mantell comes out here, makes a fool of himself, runs Buddy down, runs me down, and everybody takes up for him. Now, I'm just going to tell you, Russell, because you started this whole ball rolling. Now you're just going to get up and walk away. If you think I'm not going to sue you and Eddie Marlin and Jerry Jarrett, you're wrong, Russell. I'm Jerry Lawler. I'm going to sue them all, Daddy, because it's a breach of contract. Remember Watergate? Remember Nixon? He thought he was above it. Jerry Jarrett, Richard Nixon thought he was above, and they impeached him.
they got him right out of the White House. Now, if they can get him out of the White House, I sure as hell can get you out of the NWA. And you're going, Russell. And you're going too. Now, Jerry Lawler, let me tell you something, Lawler. There is much of my blood, sweat, and tears in them rings around here as there is yours. But by God, as sure as his name is Buddy Landell, and mine is Bill Dundee, we're going to beat your brains out Monday night because you're not coming back. We own this town, Budrow, and we're suing you, Russell.
Well, the only thing I can tell you is sue.
Let me tell you something. Don't wrap us up. We ain't finished yet. Don't you dare wrap us up. Because after we get through with you Monday night, and after we get through with you in court, we're going to own this damn town. We're going to trade our 2 Lincolns in, our 2 Rolls Royces, and let's wrestle. When you get fired, we got a position for you. How's the limousine driver sound to you, brother? And don't you smirk over here, Dave Brown.
We are. Well, we'll go when we get finished. Just remember, Jerry Jarrett, the words Richard Nixon, just remember, he was out of here.
You done been run out once, Lawler. You're going to get run out again, except this time on the hospital bed.
Let's go to a break. We'll be back in a minute.
There are a lot of winter clothes left at S&K that need somebody. So we've taken an extra $20 off of S&K's already sale-priced winter suits. And we've taken an extra $10 off of our already reduced winter jackets and coats. And we've taken an extra $10 off of our already reduced winter sport coats. So if you're somebody that needs clothes, remember S&K has clothes that need a body.
Hurry to S&K, Eastgate Shopping Center, 5058 Park Avenue.
Color Time rent-owned dealers have always worked to rent you the best. Now Color Time introduces televisions as good as its dealers. Sets so reliable, they're the only ones on the market with a 5-year limited warranty. And you can only get them at Color Time. The best dealers, the only 5-year warranty. No wonder we're America's largest rent-owned system.
Get what you want at Color Time.
Call Color Time today. Ask about a new 5-year limited television warranty.
Looking for a good used car? Let me show you what you get when you buy a Sturman Ford used car. All cars must pass Sturman Ford's rigid 43-point checklist, which includes a transmission, rear end, power steering, air conditioning, and complete powertrain check. Next, it is road tested and signed off by the service technician. Reconditioned, washed, and shampooed inside and out and detailed to perfection. Now it's ready for you. On most used cars, we include free, a limited powertrain warranty backed by the Ford Motor Company. So for a really good used car, try me first or try me last, just try me. I'm Mike Sturman, Sturman Ford, Elvis Presley Boulevard at Winchester, just a half-mile north of Graceland. Remember now, try me.
I was raised near here. It's a great place to live, but not when you're an alcoholic. I had to get out of the alcoholic rut I was in. I found the place to turn my life around, the Intercept program at the hospital in Brinkley. I got away to the natural serenity of the Delta, the perfect place to start a new life. You got a drinking problem, don't wait another minute. Call the Intercept program now. You'll come a long way in a short time.
Call the Intercept program at Delta Medical Center, 901-761-7866.
Okay, we got Dirty Rhodes out here. Dirty.
Lance.
You're just like I am, boy.
Brother, in all
you
my
get so
years...
sick of seeing something like
In
that.
all my years in the wrestling business, I've not only traveled all over the United States, but all over the world. But to see something like this right here, brother, is pure out and out disgusting. When you take a kid 1 year out of high school, 17, 18 years old, and you slap him around like that, Dundee, brother, that's sickening. But now outside that, you take a man who has built something his whole life, brother, has put his heart, his soul, and his sweat into it, has stayed awake at night thinking how he can give these people the most and the best quality of wrestling possible. And he has one eye, and you try to deliberately poke a man's eye out to maim him? Well, brother, I'm going to tell you what. Jerry Lawler and Jerry Jarrett are like blood brothers. And everybody knows that. They've been a lot of years here putting this organization together so that people could have a quality wrestling right here. And Jerry Lawler has watched Jeff Jarrett since he was this high, brother. You understand what I'm telling you people? How many of you people know what it is to see a child abused. And that's just what that is right there, brother, and it's sickening to me. But I'm going to tell you something. And I've never stepped out on a line like this before. I've never put myself out like this before. But I'm obligated, Jack. I'm a Texan. I'm what we call a marshal in the West. And Monday night, brother, Lawler and Mantell will get the job done. Not only that, I promise the people, everyone look at this pretty face right here now, brother. I'm going to be standing right there in that Coliseum. And if it takes my head, my body, or my life, brother, there's going to be no outside interference. Do you understand that, Lance Russell?
I hear it.
If there is anybody that comes out of the back to stick their nose in what has to be taken care of Monday night, and, brother, dues are going to be paid. It's going to be sweet. You come on out, Jack, and I'm going to kick your royal butt all over that Coliseum. That's a promise, Lawler. You and Mantell do what you got to do to them skunks. And, brother, I'm going to back you up to the hill.
Given the opportunity, they'll do what they got to do. Thank you, Dirty, and appreciate the attitude in that, because it is something that needs to be corrected. Let me give you a complete rundown of the action. Coming up Monday night at the Coliseum, bell time is 8 o'clock. The general admission is still $3 for general admission. Best dollar entertainment you'll find anywhere, anytime. A friend, Frank Morrell, goes against the Assassin in the opener. Thunderbolt Hamilton goes against Tony Falk. Dirty Rhodes against Pat Rose. And then the international title shot when Abdul Gaddafi challenges Rick Casey. The Mod Squad with J.D. Costello will be going against the Fantastics for the Southern Tag Championship belts. And the main event, Bill Dundee, Buddy Landell against Dutch Mantell, not Billy Travis. It'll be Jerry Lawler returning with Mantell to go against Dundee and Landell. And that is the Monday night action that we've got. Okay, David, let's take a look at what we have here today.
All right, lots of action here on Championship Wrestling today. Dirty Rhodes, you just saw him. He won his match over Benny Traylor today. Dirty with a good victory. It only took him a minute to do it. Dutch Mantell defeated Jerry Garmon. It was Bill Dundee and Buddy Landell, boy, in that one with Jim Jameson and David Johnson. They won the match. And then they hurt the referee, Jeff Jarrett, and then they went after Jerry Jarrett. And from then, boy, anyway, the Fantastics then came in and defeated Tony Falk and Keith Eric. Then it was Spike and Basher, the Mod Squad, their first trip here to Championship Wrestling with J.D. Costello. They defeated Thunderbolt Hamilton and David Haskins. I'm still steamed about that. I can't talk about it.
Boy, I am with you, man, and I'll tell you, we sat here and we generally, I think you pretty well know, we like good wrestling, and that's what we like to see. We rarely ever come out and just say flat. I'm telling you, flat. I hope Dundee and Landell get the stew beat out of them down there Monday night. I'm going to be there to see it. We'll see you down there. Till next week, for Dave Brown, Lance Russell saying bye-bye, everybody.
The announcers on this program are selected and paid by parties other than this station, namely the promoters of Championship Wrestling.
My friend,